So, the three Bs is a powerful self-hypnosis technique that our clients absolutely love in the clinic, as it allows them to go from states of worry, anxiety, depression into feeling calm, relaxed, confident, and in control. And with practice, when you learn the three Bs, you'll love how quickly this works, just like flicking a switch. So, the three Bs are, first of all, body language. This is how we hold ourselves. This is how we come across to others. Also, breathing. Anxious people breathe in a very different way to confident people. And belief. These are the thoughts that are going through our head that actually changes our body language and our breathing. And each one affects the other. And if we change one, we shift into a positive state. If we change all three, that shift becomes very, very transformational. So getting started with the three Bs is pretty easy. And this is where you just want to take some little bits of time during your day to notice how you're feeling, noticing your breathing, noticing your body language, noticing your beliefs. And you'll notice sometimes in the day those are going to be quite negative, and sometimes they're going to be quite positive, but they change how we come across and how we feel. And then once you've made a note so that you're consciously aware of what's going on, you'll notice that when we're in a negative state, we often look down with our shoulders forward. We're breathing in a shallow way at the top of our chest. We're often thinking, I can't do this. I'm not worth this. And quite often we're talking too fast and using negative words. But when we're in positive states, we're quite often looking up, smiling with good posture. We're breathing slowly and deeply with the belly. We're thinking in a positive way, such as I've got this, I can do this. And quite often we're talking slowly with confidence and calm. And just making a note and getting aware of these, it's really good. So, creating your positive state. The first thing I want you to do is just to take some time and think back to a time when you were feeling confident, relaxed, in control, and calm. And you might have to do some searching here. It might be that you think back to a Christmas, a holiday. It could be 20 or 30 years ago. But I want you to pick one. And I want you to close your eyes and make a mental note of what you could see, what you could hear, and what you could feel. And explore those a little bit different. And then imagine you're back in that old version of you and notice how good that feels. And I want you again to think about your body language, your breathing, and your beliefs at this time. And then to put this into action, I want you to sit up or stand up and imagine there's a magic rope going from the top of your head, pulling you up nice and gently, pushing you into good posture, bringing your shoulders forward and aligning everything else in your body. And as you do that, I want you to think back to that good experience of you feeling relaxed, confident, calm, and in control. And again, remember the things you could see, the things you could hear, and the things you could feel. And then ask yourself, what are you like with those three Bs? What is your body language like? What is your breathing like? And what were you believing at that time? And that works really nicely. And then we ask ourselves, how would I rather feel right now? Who do I want to be? And you'll find that naturally, just thinking about getting into those three Bs and getting back into that old version of you, that your posture goes up, your breathing gets better, your body language improves, and that changes us physically on every single level. Now, to make this even more powerful, what we teach our clients is to practice getting into the three positive Bs of feeling really good, but then to go out and do a task as if. So if you're sort of hibernating a bit and not going out, is you get into those three Bs and then you go for a walk as if. And that's just something small. Just go and walk around the block, go out there, feeling how you want to feel, and then come back and notice how you feel good for the rest of your day. And then you could do it again and do something a bit different. Maybe you could go shopping, make a meal, go out and see some friends. And this puts a nice little intention into the way things work. And using the three Bs, as I mentioned, just makes it so much easier, just like flicking a switch, and it helps us to get into a positive state. Now, If you would like a deeper guide of how to use the 3Bs, look for the link below and you can download the cheat sheet to show you how to use the 3Bs to get the most out of them.